This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the softball field on the North Mason School District campus that is in Belfair, Washington, right next to James Taylor High School. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has an Olympic League fast-pitch softball game featuring the North Mason Bulldogs and the Port Angeles Roughriders. My name is Diedrich Allen. North Mason is 2-1 on the season, 0-1 in league play. The Bulldogs are coming off Tuesday's 9-7 loss at Kingston. The girls from Belfair opened the season knocking off, well, they beat Shelton 23-13. And then knocked off Edenville 12-2. Port Angeles is 3-1 overall and 1-0 in the Olympic League. The Roughriders are coming off Tuesday's 11-1 win over Bremerton. The Riders suffered their first loss of the season the day before, falling at the Liberty of Renton 6-0. PA got by Gig Harbor 6-4 on March 15th and opened the season with an 11-1 win over Central Kitsap. The last time North Mason and Port Angeles played was April 25th of last year, with the Roughriders shutting out the Bulldogs 11-0. PA won the 2 games against North Mason last season, also winning 15-2 on March 15th, 2023. Port Angeles has won the last 4 games over North Mason. The last Bulldogs win over the Roughriders was 11-1 on May 7th, 2019. Well, coming up, we'll get you to lineups, batting orders, and, of course, first pitch. It's an Olympic League fast-pitch softball. Port Angeles Roughriders and the North Mason Bulldogs. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Well, we're just underway, or about to get underway here. North Mason and Port Angeles leading things off for, I'm a little out of sorts here. For the Roughriders is number 8, and that is Heidi Lights. She's the pitcher. She was 1 for 2, walked and scored 2 runs against Bremerton on Tuesday, and takes ball 1. All right, so put up the scoreboard for everyone. Here's 1-0 high for ball 2. It's a 2-0. So let's see. Let's give you the lineup for the Bulldogs. Walker is in the pitching circle. Bybee behind home plate. Kenyon over at first. Imlay at second. There's a hit right by the shortstop. That's Madison. into center field. Marcuson will pick it up and throw it in. And there's one on for the Roughriders here. And that'll bring up number 4, Lindsay Reed. She was 3 for 4, hit a home run, had a triple, batted in 2 runs, scored a run against Bremerton on Tuesday. So 1 on, nobody out for the Riders, and we have a courtesy runner straight ahead. And let's see who that is. I can't quite see the number. Let's see if I can get it over here. Get the number of the runner as soon as we can see it. Pitch and a fly ball. That's deep, and that's out of here. It's a 2-run home run, and Port Angeles is on top. Lindsay Reed makes it 2-0. So 2-0 and nobody out for the Riders here, and that will bring up Natalie Robison. She was 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, a walk, and 3 runs scored against Bremerton. And let's see, where is she playing here? She's a shortstop today for the Riders. Waiting for the first pitch. 2-0. Port Angeles on top, nobody out. Pitch and a fly ball. This one is over to left field. Coming in on the run to glove it there is Kennedy Carson, and that will be out number 1. So 1 away for the Riders here in the top of the first. That'll bring up number 15, and that is Kennedy Rogline. Kennedy Rogline. And she is playing second base for the Riders. Here's first pitch. Low for ball 1. A lot of chatter coming out of the Port Angeles dugout. So 1-0, 1 out, 2 in for the Riders here in the top of the first inning. Pitch on the way. And there's a foul. That one's going to hook. Foul ball. That's going to be a fly ball, I should say. Hooking foul up the third baseline. Make it 1-1. So Rogline will step back on into this batter's box as a 1-1 count. 1 out, 2 in, nobody on for the Riders here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch from Walker. Swing and a ground ball. That gets by Crowley at third base. It gets into left field. Carson will pick it up and throw it. Little off target to first. And so Rogline's going to head around to third base off that single and an error. And the Riders have a runner at the third base with a 2-0 lead. And 1 out. And that will bring up number 11. That's Lexi Smith. She was 3 for 3, double, 2 RBIs, and scored a run against Bremerton on Tuesday. So 2 in, 1 out, 1 on. You've got Rogline over there. There's a swing and a foul ball off the third baseline. And that is strike 1. So Walker will get the ball back, getting ready for the 0-1 pitch. Smith, and she'll hit another fly ball. And that one's headed over there to right field, and that one is gone. So that is another 2-run shot for the Riders. They now lead 4-0. Boy, oh boy. So the bases are cleared, and that will bring up number 24, Allie Money. And Allie, she's a designated player today for the Riders. It's 4-0, so 4 in, 1 out. Nobody on for Port Angeles. And Monty was 0 for 2 against Bremerton on Tuesday. First pitch is high for ball 1. Should probably get around to finishing that lineup. So Carson, Markison, and Young from left to right in the outfield. Crowley at third. Madison at short. Imlay at second. Kenyon at first. Walker the pitcher. And Bybee is the catcher for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. That's strike 1 called, so 1-1 the count to Ali Money. One out, 4 in for the Riders here. You hear him chatting, hey, money, money, money. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's swinging the foul straight back, and that's strike number 2. So 1-2 the count. Nobody on. 4 runs in, 1 out for the Roughriders here in North Mason today in Belfair. Bit of fast pitch softball. Threat of rain. Yeah, always a threat of rain in Washington when there's clouds in the sky under the tint. Pitch on the way, strike. And that's the first strikeout of the ball game. And that's out number 2 for the Riders. And that will bring up number 30, Abby Kimball. She's 1 for 2 with a triple and an RBI against Bremerton. 2 away, 4 in for the Riders here, top of the first inning. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. For strike 1. Kimball steps back in. Bases are empty, 2 out, 4 in for the Port Angeles Roughriders here. Walker looking for the sign, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That was ball 1, so 1-1 the count to Kimball. Kimball with 1 foot out of the box, 1 foot into the box. She'll step back in, wait for the 1-1 pitch. Getting 2 out, nobody on, 4 in. Pitch on the way and a ground ball. That's going to go foul for strike number 2. So 1-2 the count. To Abby Kimball. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That's a dropped third strike. Kimball hustling down to first, but a throw to first did not get there, and she is safe. So that does go down as a strikeout, but there's a runner on first base for the Riders. And that'll bring up number 1, Micaiah Stevens. She was 0 for 2 against Bremerton. And Stevens is, I believe she's in center field. Yes, she's in center field today for the Riders. 2 out, 1 on, 4 in for Port Angeles here. Top of the first inning, 4-0. Pitch on the way, and that's a passed ball. And the courtesy runner for Kimball, let's see the number. She's over there at, I guess it's number 10. Number 10 is Sydney Moore. So Sydney Moore is on second base for the Riders. Next pitch on the way. And it's outside. Count is 1-1. 1 on, 2 out, 4 in for the Riders here. Top of the first inning. 4-run lead. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2, so 2-1. Moore gets back to second base. Taking on a couple of steps off the bag. So Stevens back in there. Waiting for the 2-1. Swing and a line drive right into the glove of Imlay for the out, and that'll retire the side, but the Riders get 4. They lead 4-0. We head to the bottom of the frame. Bulldogs coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And we head to the bottom of the first frame. North Mason coming up. And due up here for the Bulldogs, Kennedy Carson, Jenna Markison, and Adriana Crowley. And let's see here. Try to give you the lineups here. Lights is in the pitching circle, number 8. Kimball behind home plate. Smith over at first. Rogline at second. Robinson at short. Politica at third. Reed, Stevens, Sheehan left to right in the outfield. Here's the first pitch to Carson, high for ball 1. Get my graphics up here in a moment. So the 1-0 to Carson. Pitch on the way. It's strike 1 called on that check swing. Kennedy, let's see here. She was, where is she? 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk Tuesday against Kingston. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 to Carson. Steps back in. Waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Lights. A little bit high for ball 2, so 2-2. Does look like we only have one umpire today. Heard something about the other umpire coming from a different field and different game. So one guy doing all the work today behind home plate. Here's the 2-2. The fly ball, that one is over there to right field. In play, running over there to grab it is Sheehan for out number 1. And that will bring up Taylor Madison. She was 1 for 3 with a walk and scored a run on Tuesday. So she'll step in with 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. Madison steps back in. Waiting for the pitch from Lights. High ball, 1-1-1. Ball's coming in pretty fast. Here's the 1-1 to Madison. Line drive, that'll drop in and get out there into right field. Sheehan up on the ball, throws it to Rogline, and there's a 1 on with 1 out for the Bulldogs, as Madison is on first base. And that will bring up number 13, Adriana Crowley. She was 0 for 3 in a walk against Kingston on Tuesday. So 1 on, 1 down. Runner at first base. I thought I updated that, but there's a runner at first base. That's a Tyler Madison. Here's the first pitch. And the ball gets away from Kimball. Kimball going to just underhand it back as Madison makes her way over to second base without a throw. So now Madison's in scoring position, and it is 1 ball, no strikes to Crawley. There's a strike on the outside corner for 1-1 to Adriana Crowley. 1 out, and Taylor Madison over on second base for the Bulldogs. 4-0 Port Angeles, bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs at bat. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled over the top. Out of play. So strike 2, and hey, look at that. There's a little bit of rain coming down. Glad that I put up the tent. Here's the 1-2. From Lights to Crawley. Swing, and that's a fly ball. Shallow right field. Coming in to get it is Sheehan tagging. Nope, Madison will stay on second base, and that'll be 2 away for the Bulldogs here. And that brings up Jenna Markison, 0 for 2 with an RBI. 2 runs and a run scored against Kingston. As a little bit of light rain comes falling down from the sky in Belfair this afternoon. 4-0, 2 out, 1 on for the Bulldogs. Trailing this ball game. First pitch in there for ball 1. Markson waits for the 1-0. Takes strike 1, 1-1 is the count. So 2 out, 1 on. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and that one's a foul over my head. Glad there's a screen there. So 1-2. So we're rotating balls in and out quickly as the rain comes down here in Belfair this afternoon. Did see on a weather app that it was went from like 50% chance of rain at 3 o'clock to like 70 plus at 5, and that's where we are. We're in the middle at 4:30. Pitch on the way outside is a check swing, and they're going to call it a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Markson. 2 balls, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on for North Mason here, trailing Port Angeles in the bottom of the first 4-0. There's next pitch, and it's going to be low for ball 3. So 3-2 is the count. Full count for Jenna Markison. Lights taking her time. Here's the next pitch. Low, strike 3 called, and that will be that for the inning. So the Bulldogs get one out there. They'll leave one out there. We head to the second. 4-0. Port Angeles. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back here, waiting for the start of the second inning. Top of the second inning, and the rain comes down a little bit harder here in Belfair. Port Angeles 4, North Mason nothing. The Roughriders are coming up, and coming up is going to be number 21, AVN Sheehan, who plays in she out there in right field. She is. And what did she do against Bremerton? 1 for 2, hit a home run, had an RBI, and scored a run. Probably all that home run. She'll step in, her team up 4-0 on the Bulldogs here as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder. Field in excellent condition, however. Here's the first pitch to Sheehan. She'll foul that one off third baseline for strike 1. Sorry, that was not right. It's strike one. Just step back in. Top of the order on deck for the Riders. But Sheehan is still the batter with a 0-1 count. Swing and fly ball. That's high and shallow. Out there is going to be Markison grabbing it for the out. One away for the Riders here in the second inning. That'll step in for the pitcher. Lights. Let's see here. She was, I believe she had a hit in the last inning. Let me double check that. First pitch is a ball, goes back to the back spot. Yeah, she's 1 for 1 so far. In the ball game. First pitch was a ball. And the rain's still falling here. I don't know if you can quite see it on the screen as much as I can see it here. 1 out, nobody on, and a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss by Lights for strike one. You hit the right buttons, and maybe I'll get the right graphic up. So 1-1 the count to Heidi Lights, the pitcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Walker. Swing and a fly ball. That one is going to be foul. Just foul. Just hit that outside of that line. So 1-2 is the count to Lights. She trots back. We're waiting for new balls here, or dry balls, I should say, as the rain is falling. Walker has the game ball in her glove. And here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. That's going to go foul at the first baseline for Lights. 1 out, nobody on for the Roughriders. Here in the top of the first. Top of the second, excuse me, hindsight say. First is top of the second, 4-0. Here's the score. Port Angeles is out there, 4 runs all in the first inning of play. And Heidi Lights is the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for the Riders. Here's the pitch on the way. Line drive, that's going to get into right field. Young will glove it there, and Lights has got another base hit. She's over there at first base with 1 out. And that brings up number 4, Lindsay Reed. She smacked in a 2-run home run in the first inning in her last at-bat. So here's the first pitch to Reed. Swing and a fly ball. That is to center field. Is that out of here? Yep, it is out of here. So another home run. Wow. Another 2-run home run. Makes it 6-0. Nothing after back-to-back home runs from Lindsay Reed, and here is Natalie Robeson. She is 0 for 1. So 1 out, 2 in for the Riders here in the second inning. First pitch to Robeson's high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and that one's going to drop into left field for a base hit, and Robeson's going to try to stretch it into second, and she does. Ball gets away, and she's going to hold up at second. And it's Kenyon's back there to back it up. Is it Kenyon? Yeah, Spencer Kenyon. So, runner at second base now. for number 15, and that is Kennedy Rogline. Didn't she hit a home run, a 2-run shot in the first inning? Actually, yeah, she's 1 for 1. First pitch to her with 1 on. There's a ball, and that is it's away from Bybee, and runner goes over to third base now. One out, 1 on, 2 in here for the Riders. Here in the top of the second inning, leading 6-0. Walker into the windup of the pitch, and there's a line drive. That one's going to go foul. So 1-1 is the count. So 1 out, 1 on. Robeson over there at third base. Pitch on the way. That's low, and it's going to get away. And Robeson will go back to third base. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, a 1 on, 2 in. And the batter is Kennedy Rugline. Step back in. Wait for the 2-1 pitch from Walker. High, and that's ball 3. So 3-1, the count. So Walker taking her time in the pitching circle, waiting for the sign. Gets it. And here's the 3-1 to Rugline. Swinging that one's foul to the screen. For full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on. Or I'm sorry, 1 on, 1 out, 2. 1 out, 1 on. We're in the second inning. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs have scored for the Riders here in the top of the second already. And Rogline will step back in, wait for the 3-2 pitch from Walker. Here's the pitch. And that will hit her as well as a ball. So Rogline heads over to first base, and that gives the Riders runners at first and second. And that'll bring up number 11, Lexi Smith. She was 1 for 1. So runners at first and third for the Riders. Rugline at first, Robeson over at third. 1 out. Pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes. Rugline makes it over to second base safely. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Riders. And that pitch was a strike. So 1 to Smith. Pitch on the way. A little high, but they call strike 2. So 2 to Smith. Here's the 0-2 from Walker. Swing and a ground ball that goes foul. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Here we go again with no balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, that's high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on, 2 in for the Port Angeles Roughriders. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's out there to left field. Carson catches it for the out, tagging and coming in to score will be Natalie Robinson, and that makes it 7-0. With 2 out. Runner remains at second base. And you say there's 2 out now. Let's update that graphic. So 2 away. And that will bring up number 24, Allie Money. Pitch on the way. Bit too far inside. For ball 1. 2 out, 3 in. 1 on. Rugline over there at second base. Pitch on the way. High and ball 2, so 2-0. Money is 0 for 1 so far in this ball game. Pitch on the way. High. Ball 3, so 3-0. Away bug. So here's the 3-0. Strike 1 call down the middle of the plate for 3-1. Again, runner at second base, 2 out. 3 in for the Roughriders here in the top of the second inning. 7-0. Here's the 3-1 from Walker. Strike 2 called, so the count goes full again. Allie Money, get back at her coach, getting the sign from her. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on, 3 in for the Roughriders. Allie Money at bat. Waiting for the pitch from Walker. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to drop into center field for a base hit. Coming around second is Roglin to score, making it 8-0, and that's an RBI double for the Money. And it's 8-0 with 2 away. And that'll bring up number 30, the catcher, Abby Kimball. She did get on by a dropped third strike. Got a mosquito bug in me here, folks. So 4 runs are in for Port Angeles. Here's the first pitch to Kimball. Hit that outside corner for strike 1. So here's the 0-1 to Kimball from Walker. Same spot as last time for strike 2. So 0-2 with 2 out and 1 on, 4 in for the Riders here in the top of the second inning, 8-0. Here's the 0-2. Outside for ball 1, so 1-2 is the count to Kimball. So here's the 1-2. That is a pass ball, gets out of the glove of Bybee, so Money will head to third base. Still 2 outs, 4 in, 1 on, and the count is even at 2-2. Pitch on the way, and that's a fly ball. Going out to, trying to get out there, but coming in is Carson. That'll end the inning. The Riders tack on 4 more. They now lead 8-0. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. North Mason coming up when we come back.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
We're back here for the bottom of the second inning. 8-0 is the score. Port Angeles with the lead. North Mason coming up to bat. And let's see here. Coming up will be number 2, Cheyenne Imlay, followed by Jordan Young and Michaela Minnis. Due up here in the bottom of the second inning. Cheyenne, let's see here. Cheyenne was 1 for 4, scored a run against Kingston on Tuesday. She'll step in to lead things off for the Bulldogs here in their half of the second inning, trailing by 8 runs. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, strike one called. Sorry, I thought I had that updated. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was coming in there fast. For strike 2, so 0-2. It's a pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner, and that's out number 1. As good grief, did I not reset any of this? Okay. Okay. It's a 2 out, or 1 out, and that will bring up Jordan Young. Is that right? Yeah. And Jordan was 2 for 4 with a triple, 2 RBIs, and scored a run on Tuesday. First pitch in there for a ball. So 1-0 to Young. Pitch on the way. Just a bit outside. For ball 2, so 2-0 to Young. Steps back in after a couple of practice swings. There's a pitch on the way. Ground ball right up the middle, gets into center field. Young will head to first, turn the corner there, and go back. So that is a 1-out single for the Bulldogs. And that brings up number 6, Michaela Minnis. And she was 0 for 3. Did get an RBI and scored a run against Kingston on Tuesday. So 1 on, 1 out for the Bulldogs, trailing 8-0. Minnis will swing and foul the first one off, and that one goes against the backstop for strike 1. Young had taken off, had to go back. Rain is still falling, but this field, the infield is pretty dry at this point. Pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 2 called. It's 0-2 to Minnis. Step back in. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, a little too far outside for ball 1. So 1-2 the count. 1 out, 1 on for the Bulldogs. Jordan Young over there at first base. Pitch on the way, high for ball 2. So 2-2's count. Next pitch on the way, high for ball 3, so the count goes full to Minnis. 1 out, 1 on. Young on first base, 1 away. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Lights. That's going to be fouled off as Venus is battling here. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. First pitch, swing and a miss, and that is out number 2. And that will bring up number 15, and that's Spencer Kenyon. She was 0 for 3 against Kingston on Tuesday. 2 away, 1 on for the Bulldogs. First pitch in there to Kenyon is strike 1 called. Waiting for the next pitch. High for ball 1. So 1-1 the count to Kenyon. Kenyon waiting for the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 with 2 out and 1 on. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Lights to Kenyon. And just a bit outside for 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's high for ball 3, so 3 balls, 2 strikes to Spencer Kenyon. Again, Jordan Young over there at first base. 2 down. Count is full. Looks like the rain has stopped for the moment. Pitch on the way. And that will be a walk. So Kenyon heads over to first base. Young was on her way to second on that pitch, and she's standing at second now. So 2 on, 2 out. And that will bring up number 10, the catcher, Emily Bybee. And she walked 3 times. Did get credit for an RBI, scored 2 runs against, this was all against Shelton on the 11th. Pitch on the way. First pitch is low. For ball 1. So runners at first and second for the Bulldogs, 2 out. Emily Bybee at bat. Waiting for the 1-0. There's a strike down the middle of the plate. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bybee from Lights. Strike 2 called, so 1-2 now. 2 on and 2 out. Top of the second inning, 8-0. Port Angeles with the lead. North Mason at bat. Here is the 1-2. Swinging a line drive, a grounder actually to the first baseman. Smith just gloves it, steps on the bag, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs here in the inning. They leave 2. We head to the third, 8-0. Port Angeles.
Hi folks, Deidre Callen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
So third inning we go, 8-0. Port Angeles with the lead, and they're coming to bat. And I do believe we have a new catcher here. Take a look at this screen. Menace comes in at catcher for Bybee. Let's see any other changes for the Bulldogs here. And leading things off will be #1. Okay, Stevens. She's 0 for 1 so far in this ballgame. So she'll lead things off for her team, leading by 8 runs. Pitch on the way, ground ball. That's going to go foul up the first base line for strike 1. So here's the 0-1. Looks like the rain has picked up just a tad bit here. Leadoff batter for the Riders. High for 1 ball and 1 strike. Stevens will step back in. A lot of chatter out of that Port Angeles dugout. Pitch on the way, high for a ball 2, so 2-1. For Stevens. Yeah, she is a center fielder. Pitch on the way. Still, oh, that's a strike for strike 2. Just hit that outside corner at the shoulders. Makes it 2-2 to Stevens. He'll step back in. Here's 2-2. Swing, and that's going to hit a ground ball foul up the third base line. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Stevens, who's battling here. Her team up 8-0. Top of third. Here's the 2-2. Outside for ball 3, so that'll make the count full to Stevens, leading things off for the Riders here in the third inning of play. You can't quite see it on the camera, but the entire team for the Port Angeles is up against the fence in the dugout. Pitch on the way, swing, and a little grounder to third. Crowley will glove it, throw it over to Kenyon, who stretches out for the out, and that's 1 away for Port Angeles here in the third inning. That'll bring up number 21, Ebian Sheehan. She'll step in. Stevens is 0 for 1 so far. Waiting for the first pitch from Walker. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to go over the fence off the third base line. So 0-1. To Sheehan. Pitch on the way, and that's high for ball one. So 1-1 is the count. To Sheehan. Next pitch on the way, that's high for ball two, so 2-1. Here's the 2-1, high for ball three, so 3-1. One out, nobody on for the Riders here. They're up 8-0 here, top of the third. Evian Sheehan, the batter for Port Angeles. Here's pitch on the way, swing, and that one's going to be fouled off the screen, actually over the screen. So makes the count full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. That's a different one. Battle Baby, huh? Here's a 3-2 pitch, and it's a ball, so there is a 1-out walk as Sheehan heads over to first base. And that'll bring up the top of the order. And Heidi Lights. She is 2 for 2. Runner at first base, 1 away. Pitch on the way to Lights. She'll hit a high fly ball, shallow right field. Young under it for the out. Throw to first as Sheehan dives back in. So that's a 2 away for the Riders here. So 2 down, 1 on. And that'll bring up number 4, Lindsay Reed. Let's see, Reed. Has 2 home runs. That's right. She has 2 home runs as I look at the screen. 1 on, 2 out. And Reed steps in, looks for the first pitch to her. A 2 out, 1 on. Did I say one? It's 2 out and 1 on. The first pitch was a ball. Getting a little distracted here. Reed with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in this game. Here's 1 out of Reed as Walker's taking her time waiting for the sign. Pitch on the way, outside for ball 2, so 2-0 to Reed. Sheehan over there at first base. 2 away for the Riders here, up 8-0. Pitch on the way. It's going to be, was that a strike? No, that was a ball. So 3 balls, no strikes to Reed. Robeson is on deck. Pitch on the way. And that will send Reed over to first base. So the Riders have runners at first and second. And with 2 out. And here's number 7, Natalie Robeson. And takes ball 1. She's 1 for 2 is Robeson. Sheehan at second, Reed at first for the Riders. Pitch on the way. Fly ball center field coming in to get it is Marcuson, and that will end the inning. Well, that's the first time the Bulldogs have gotten out of inning without a run. And they head to the bottom of the frame, 8-0, Port Angeles. Be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we head to the bottom of the third inning, 8-0. Port Angeles, North Mason coming up and top of the order. For the Bulldogs is Kennedy Carson. First pitch, fastball, bit low, ball one. Carson is 0 for 1. Next pitch is high for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Carson. Pitch on the way, a fly ball that is hooking foul up the first base line for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Carson. She did strike out the last time she was up. Here's a 2-1. Fastball hit that outside corner for strike 2, so 2-2 to count. Madison on deck for the Bulldogs. 2-2 to Carson, however. The leadoff batter here for the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that's out number 1 for North Mason. So 1 away. And here comes Taylor Madison. She's 1 for 1. So far in the game. Remind me to put the graphics back up. There we go. Here's the first pitch to Taylor Madison is low for ball 1. 1 away for the Bulldogs here. Madison steps in, kicks some dirt around, digs in, waits for the 1-0 from Lights. Lefty delivers, and it's a swing and a foul off the high off the screen for 1-1. So 8-0. Bottom of the third inning. 1 away for North Mason here. Trailing in the game. Pitch on the way. A little bit low for ball 2. So 2-1 the count to Taylor Madison. Madison digs in again. Waits for the 2-1. From Lights. Leans back. Delivers. There's strike 2 called on that fastball. So Madison at 2-2. Steps back in. This time she kicked dirt with her left foot. Previous time she was kicking it with her right. So here's the 2-2 from Lights. Pitch on the way. Fly ball, that's going to go foul. Up on the berm. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So would be the berm between the field and the road. So here's a 2-2 to Madison. And another foul off the screen. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bulldogs had 2 hits so far today, and Madison has one of those 2. Taylor waiting for the 2-2 from Lights. With 1 out, she'll foul another one off. This time a little higher, and that one went over the berm and out into the road. So the count still is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Madison steps back into the batting box. Waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Second batter here in the inning. That's high for ball 3. So the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs here. Trailing 8-0. I don't know why I noticed this coming in, but there's a nice banner under the scoreboard that says 2007 Girls Fastpitch 2A Championship. That pitch is in there, and Madison will head to first base on the walk. So 1 on and 1 out for the Bulldogs. And that will bring up Jenna Markison. And Markison is 0 for 1. Second walk given up by Lights, by the way. Pitch on the way to Markison. She'll swing and she'll foul the first pitch off for strike 1. 1 on, 1 out for the Bulldogs here, trailing 8-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a decent crowd for the weather today. Pretty crowded in the tent, as a matter of fact. So Markison will step back in with the 0-1. Waiting for the next pitch. It's on the way. Swinging a ground ball right back to Light. She'll glove it, throw to second for the 1 there. Swinging over to first, and did she get a ball? Yep, there's a double play, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs here in the 3rd. We head to the 4th. Still 8-0, Port Angeles. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we head to the 4th inning, 8-0. Port Angeles with the lead. I'm just seeing if there was a change. I think there is on the next batter. Well, we'll see here in a minute. But leading things off is number 15, Kennedy Rogaline. And let's see here. Too many devices to manage here. Where she is? She is a 1 for 2. And has hit a double. First pitch to her is a ball. So 1 and 0 to road line. 1 for 1 with a double. Pitch on the way. Low for ball 2, so 2-0. Well, this is brightening up a little bit out there. Pitch on the way. Ground ball, that's going to go foul at the third base line for strike 1. So 2 balls in, 1 strike. Road line. Let's see. Still Carson in left. Marcuson in center. Young in right. Crowley at third. Madison at short. Imlay at second. Kenyon at first. Walker in the pitching circle. And Minnis, the catcher for the Bulldogs. 2-0 to Rogland. Or 2-1, I should say. And the next pitch is inside for ball 3. So 3 balls in, 1 strike to Rogland. On deck is number 11, Lexi Smith. Here's a swing and a foul line foul at the third base line, trying to hit her own coach. So the count goes full. Oh, Dan's out there, coach. Dan's out there. Okay, so 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for the Roughriders here. Top of the 4th, 8-0 is the score. The Riders with the lead and are at bat. Rain has stopped and it's lightened up quite a bit. There's a fly ball that is out there to left field, and Carson will grab it for the out. And 1 away for Port Angeles. And that will bring up Smith. Just 1 for 2. She did hit a home run. I think that was in the first inning. There's a fly ball that's going to drop into left field. She's going to round first, hold up there. Throw in from Carson to short. And that's a 1-on for the Riders with 1 down. That'll bring up number 22. And that is Becca Manson. She's 0 for 1 against Bremerton on Tuesday. Her first trip up to bat. And see, Money. She's in the lineup for Money, and I believe Money was designated player. So I'm assuming she's going to stick with that. First pitch to Manson was a ball. So here's the 1-0. High ball 2. So 2-0. 1 out and 1 on. Smith over there at first base for the Riders. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Walker. That's strike 1 called. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. Manson will step back in. Wait for the next pitch. Swing and a fly ball high out there. Young under it, gloves it in right field, and that is going to be out number 2 for the Riders. And that brings up number 5, Lindsay Smith. First pitch to her is high for ball one. Against Bremerton, Lindsey Smith was 0 for 1 and scored a run. Pitch on the way. That was a bit low for ball two. So 2-0. Smith will step back in. Pitch on the way. Swing. That one's playable. Madison calls for it and grabs it, and that will do it for the Riders here in the fourth. They leave one. We head to the bottom of the frame. Still 8-0, Port Angeles. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
So it looks like we do have a new catcher for the Roughriders, and that looks like I'm thinking that's number 5, Lindsey Smith, the catcher, and it looks like Lights is still the pitcher. So leading things off for the Bulldogs is going to be Jenna Markison, who's 0 for 1 here in the game. 8-0, bottom of the 4th inning. Markison will lead things off. Pitch on the way. Strike 1 called. Here's the 0-1 to Markison. Pitch on the way. Fastball, a little bit low for ball 1, 1-1. So 1-1 the count to Markison. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called, so 1-2. I'm going to finish my statement about the banner in center field's 2007 Girls Fastpitch 2A state champions. That was done in Wenatchee, and I was there. I was on the radio at that time, calling that game. Remember it fondly. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the third base line. It's going to be gloved there, but the throw across was hesitated, and the throw from Abby Rudd, who's in third base now, over to Smith, and Markison is safe on first base. Then bring up number 2, Cheyenne Imlay. Pitch on the way, that's low. That gets by the catcher Smith, and heading to second is Markison. So that'll give the Bulldogs a runner in scoring position with a count of 1-0 to Imlay. He was 0 for 1 today. Pitch on the way, high for ball 1, or ball 2, excuse me. It's a 2-0 to Imlay. 8-0. Port Angeles lead, North Mason at bat. Pitch on the way. Strike one called, so 2-1 to Cheyenne Imlay. Jenna Markson at second base for the Bulldogs, trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trailing by 8 runs. Here's the pitch on the way to Imlay. Check swing, and it's going to be high, ball 3, so 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on for North Mason. Here's the pitch to Imlay from Lights. It's high, and the Bulldogs have runners at first and second now, with nobody out. And that'll bring up Jordan Young with 2 out. Or 2 on, excuse me, nobody out. What did I say? 2 on, nobody out. Young is 1 for 1 today. Just step in, wait for the pitch from Lights. Here it comes, shows bunt, and that one's going to be strike 1. I think she might have gotten a piece of that as well. It's 0-1 to Young. Again, Markison at second, Imlay at first. Nobody out for the Bulldogs here. Bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 8-0. Here's the 0-1 to Jordan Young. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Trying to get everything back here with 1 big swing. So no balls in, 2 strikes to Jordan Young. Trying to bring some runs home. Here is the pitch on the way from Lights. That one dropped, and this comes up with a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Young. All right, Joe, you got it. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and that's going to be the first out for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th. And that will bring up Michaela Minnis, who's now playing catcher. First pitch to her, swing, and she'll foul one over the dugout there for strike 1. So again, Markison at second, Imlay at first. And it's 0 for 1 today. She has an 0-1 count. She'll a little looper will drop in front of the second baseman. Throw to second, covering there. Has Robinson for the out, but on the play, Markison makes her way over to third base. Now the Bulldogs have runners at first and third with 1 away. Or, I'm sorry, 2 away, excuse me. Getting behind myself. So 2 out. And we have a courtesy runner for a minute, and that is number 14, Charlie Brown, over at first base. And this will bring up Spencer Kenyon. And 0 for, I think she walks. She swings at the first pitch and misses. So the count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes, throw to second off line, and coming in to score is going to be Markison. So North Mason gets on the board. And Brown is over on second base. So 1 in, 2 out, 1 on. And the count is 1-1 to Kenyon. Brown is at second. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 2 by Kenyon. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in for North Mason. It is 8-1. Here's the 1-2 strikes pitch, check swing. She went, and that'll be that for the Bulldogs. They do get one, they leave one. So it's now 8-1. Port Angeles coming up in the 5th. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
So we head to the 5th inning of play. Port Angeles up 8-1. Leading that things off for the Riders is number 14, Sophia Ritchie. She was 1 for 1 against Liberty on March 18th. Her first trip to the plate. Today, so we're in the top of the 5th inning of play here. Ritchie leading things off. Here's the first pitch to her. Strike one. She was going to swing at that, but it came in as a strike called. So 0-1 to the leadoff batter for Port Angeles here in the 5th inning. Leading 8-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing, and that one's going to be foul tipped. So 0-2 to Ritchie. On deck is Abby Rudd. Swing and a miss by Ritchie, and that's out number 1 for the Riders here in the 5th. And here is Abby Rudd. And I have her down here as 0-1 against Liberty on March 18th. She's playing third base, if I'm not mistaken. Here's first pitch to Rudd. It's in there for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. A little change up there to Abby Rudd. So at the top of the order on deck for the Riders here. One out. Second batter in the inning is Rudd. Here's an 0-2. Pitch on the way. It's high for ball 1, 1-2. The count. Rudd will step back in, waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Walker. Strike three called, and that is out to number 2 for the Riders here. And that is the fourth strikeout by Walker here. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Heidi Lights. 2 out, nobody on for the Riders, leading 8-1. Here's a pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball. Imlay gets under it, outside of second, and dropped it, and Lights is on second base. Safe. I'd give Lights a double on that. That's me. So a 2-out double. And here comes Cindy Moore. Cindy was 0 for 1 against Bremerton. different players here. We do have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And that will be, can't see the number there. I think it's number 6. Do not have a number 6 on my list. It's not really sure who that the courtesy runner is until I get a little closer. Either way, 2 out, 1 on for the Riders here. This is a runner at second base. Here's a pitch on the way, swing, and that one's going to be foul just off the glove of Crowley. Let's get that right there. So 0-1. 2 out, 1 on. And Cindy Moore is the batter. I have 1 strike. Could be wrong. There's a pitch on the way. That's going to be ball. I believe it's 1-1. Board says 1-2. I'm thinking it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball center field. Marcuson gets under it. And that'll do it for the Riders here in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the frame. 8-1, Port Angeles. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. North Mason coming up.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. 8-1, Port Angeles with the lead. North Mason coming up to bat. And this is Emily Bybee to lead things off for the Dogs here in their half the 5th. Trying to get something going here. First pitch to Bybee is a fastball that goes right in the dirt for ball 1. And here's the 1-0 to Bybee. Emily 0 for 1. Still a bit low, so ball 2, so 2-0 to Emily Bybee, who is one of the 2 student representatives for the North Mason School Board, by the way. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball foul at the first base line. So 2-1. Emily Bybee leading things off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th. Her team trailing 8-1. Is a 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2-2. So Bybee steps back in for 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball right back to Light. She'll turn, she'll throw over to first. And that is out number 1. So 1 away for the Bulldogs here. And that'll bring up number 3, Kennedy Carson. Carson's 0 for 3 today. today. First pitch to her. Low and ball 1. One out, nobody on for the Bulldogs. Trailing 8-1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to drop into center field for a base hit. It's going to round first, heading to second. Is Carson with a 1-out double. And that will bring up Taylor Madison. So 1 out, 1 on. Madison was 1 for 1 so far today. She did walk in her last at bat. Waits for the first pitch to her with a runner in scoring position over at second base. Pitch on the way. Swing and the ground ball right up the middle. Almost gloved there by Roglin. And there is a single, and the Bulldogs have runners at first and third as Carson makes her way to third base from second. So 2 on and 1 out. And this is Jenna Markson. Jenna's 1 for 1. I'm sorry, she's 1 out. Let's see. Hold on. She hits the first one that will roll. Oh, I guess that's going to be fair, and they're going to throw to first for the out on the play. However, Madison makes her way over to second base. So 2 away for the Bulldogs. And runners at second and third. Let's see, hold on, I'm confused here. Pitch on the way. And it's going to be high for ball 1. Who was that last batter? That was Crawley, I'm sorry. That was, now here's Markison. I was seeing 13 and thinking 12. Next pitch in there for strike 1, so 1-1 the count to Markison. So Madison at second. Carson at third. And a 1-1 count to Markison. Pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. 2 out, 2 on for North Mason here, trailing 8-1. Bottom of the 5th inning of play. Port Angeles with the lead. North Mason at bat. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike 2 called, so the count goes even at 2-2. So again, Madison at second, Carson at third. 2 out. Marks in the batter. Check swing at the next pitch. Did she go? Did she not? They're going to say she did not, so it's ball 3. So the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jenna steps back in, waits for the full count. Pitch from Lights. Pitch on the way from lefty. Strike 3, and that will do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the 5th. They leave 2 out there. We head to the 6th, still 8-1. Port Angeles.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
So we head to the 6th inning of play, 8-1. Port Angeles with the lead, and coming up to bat. Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. No, I mean X, with the handle at Mason Web TV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we upload a video or go live like we are right now. So leading things off for the Riders here in the top of the 6th inning is Natalie Robeson. Let's see here, she is 1 for 3. And hold on a second here. She did have a double. Waiting for the first pitch from Walker. High for ball 1. Step back in, wait for the 1-0 pitch from Walker. Leadoff batter for the Riders here in the 6th. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball. Foul at the third base line. Makes the count 1-1. Interesting. Graphic didn't update right away. Interesting. Network must be a little busy here. Robinson will wait, step back in, waiting for the 1-1 pitch from Walker. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 2, so 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Robeson. That's going to be a fair ball up the third base line into left field. Robeson turns the corner at first and will head back. And there is a leadoff single by Robeson. And that will bring up Kennedy Rogline. Rogline is a 1 for 2. Has a double. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch in there, high, ball 1. is the game, is the score. Top of the 6th inning, Port Angeles with the lead and at bat. Next pitch on the way, a fly ball. That is going out there to Carson in left field for the out. So 1 away for the Riders here. And this brings up number 11, Lexi Smith. Let's see here. Lexi's, oh, is that 2 for 3? Okay, pitch on the way. Takes strike 1 on the inside corner. So 0-1. Next pitch on the way. Fly ball center field. That's going to hit up against the fence. Rounding second is Robeson. Now to third, heading home she goes. Relay to the plate. No throw from Walker, and that makes it 9-1. And an RBI double by Smith. And that will bring up Becca Manson, number 22. So 1 out, 1 in for the Roughriders here in the top of the 6th, making it 9-1. Manson takes the first pitch, low and inside for ball 1. One out, 1 in, 1 on for the Riders. 1-0. The count to Manson. Here's the next pitch on the way. Still inside, ball 2-2, and oh. So 2 balls, no strikes to Manson. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in for Port Angeles here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 1. Manson will step back in. Pitch on the way, swing, and a ground ball right there to Crowley. Crowley will glove it, throw it over to Kenyon at first for the out there on the play. Smith makes her way over to third base. And that is 2 away for the Riders here, with a runner at third base. And this is Lindsey Smith. First pitch, swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop in there for base hit, so a runner will come in. So the other Smith will come in to score, making it to 10-1. And runners at second base. So 2 runs in here for the Riders in the top of the 6th. It looks like we might be getting a pitching change here. Jocelyn Walker's afternoon may be done. We're also checking on Marcuson out there in center field. She went diving for that ball, couldn't get to it. Got both coaches out there. And as we wait for the outcome, we'll take a break. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So no pitching change here. I was wrong on that one. Just a check on Marcuson out there in center field. So the batter now for Port Angeles is number 14, Sophia Ritchie. And she hits the first one foul up the first pitch, that is, up the third base line. For strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. 2 out, 1 on. Runner at second base. Pitch on the way. That's low, and runner's going to go to third on the ball. Got away from the catcher, Menace. So 1-1. Lindsey Smith's over there at third base now. 2 out, 2 in for the Riders. Here's the pitch on the way, swing, and a fly ball that's going to hit at the feet of Carson. 1 run will come in and score. And heading for 3, sliding in there safely, is going to be Ritchie with an RBI triple. With 2 outs. Making it 11-1. And that brings up Abby Rudd. 2 out, 3 in. First pitch is a strike. So 2 out, 1 on, 3 in for the Riders. His next pitch to Rudd is high for, actually, I'm going to call strike 2 on that one. Wow. Seemed a bit high, but it did sink when it came in. So 0-2 to Rudd. Top of the 6th, 11 to 1. Excuse me. Next pitch was in there for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rudd. It'll step back in. Wait for the 1-2 pitch from Walker. In there for, ooh, just a bit high for ball 2. So 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on for the Riders. 3 runs have scored here in the inning. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that's fair. Drops in to left field for a base hit and an RBI as Rudd slides into second, and it's now 12-1. So this brings up the top of the order. And the pitcher, Heidi Lights. 2 out. 4 in. Here in the half inning. Pitch on the way to Lights is low and outside for ball 1. So Lights will step back in. And the run, it's like the rain picked up again. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike at the shoulders for 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on, 4 in for the Riders here in the 6th inning of play. 12-1 is the score. Here's the 1-1 from Walker. High. Ball 2, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's high for ball 3, so 3-1. Rudd at second base for the Riders. 2 out, 3 balls, 1 strike to Heidi Lights. There's the 3-1 from Walker. Outside, that will send Lights to first base. So the Riders on here have runners at first and second. And that will bring up Sydney Moore. He was 0 for 1. 2 out, 2 on, 4 in. And that will do it for Jocelyn Walker's afternoon. She'll head in, new pitcher for the Bulldogs, number 9, Lisa DeMatteo. And we'll take a break. This Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
So the new pitcher is number 9, Alyssa DeMatteo. She pitched 2/3 of an inning against Kingston, charged with 6 runs, 1 hit, 5 walks, no strikeouts, unfortunately. So she's going to face number 10, Sydney Moore, with 2 out, 2 on, runners at first and second for the Riders. 4 runs are in, pitch on the way, and that hit her. So that'll load the bases for Port Angeles. And we'll bring up number 7, Natalie Robinson. And see here, Natalie. She has a double in the game. She is 2 for 4. First pitch is high. Everybody holds. And it's ball 1. (12-1) our score. The top of the 6th. Port Angeles at bat with the lead. 2 out, 3 on. The bases are loaded. For Natalie Robinson. Waiting for the 1-0 pitch. From DeMatteo, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1. DeMatteo into her windup. High, ball 2, 2-1. 2 out, 3 on, 4 in for Port Angeles here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. So 2-2 to count to Robson. Step back in, wait for the 2-2 pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. There's a fly ball. It's going to go over the berm into the road. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 12-1 the score. Top of the 6th. 4 runs in for Port Angeles here. Bases are loaded, 2 out. Natalie Robinson, the batter, with the 2-2 count. There's a pitch on the way. Makes it 3-2. That pitch, ball 3. The count goes full. So here's the 3-2 pitch to Robinson with the bases loaded and 2 out. Pitch on the way. The ground ball. That goes foul. So we'll do it all again with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on. Again, 4 runs have scored here for the Riders in this inning. Here's the 3-2. And that will walk in a run. So it makes it 13-1 with 2 out, and the bases remain loaded. And that will bring up number 15, Kennedy Rogline. First pitch is high. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, 3 on, 5 in. Pitch on the way. Strike 1 called, so 1-1. So there's a 1-1 pitch from DiMatteo. Strike 2 called, so 1-2. 2 out, 3 on, 5 in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High and inside for ball 2, so 2-2. So runners at first, second, and third. 2 out, 2 on. 3 on, 2. Oh boy, that one hit her, and that'll bring in another run here for the Riders, making it 14-1. And that will bring up number 11, Alexi Smith, who's 3 for 4. She has a home run, 4 RBIs. Wow. 2 runs scored. You know, meeting at the mound here in the pitching circle. And DiMatteo will stay in the pitching circle. And Smith will step in. Again, the bases are loaded. 6 runs are in, 2 out. Most of this has been with 2 out. Most of the damage has been with 2 out, and first pitch is a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch from DiMatteo. Pitch on the way. Ground ball, that one's going to go right to third base. Throw over to first for the out, and that will do it for the Riders in this 6th inning. But they did get 6 runs, left 3. They lead 14-1. We head to the bottom of the frame. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So bottom of the 6 we go. I hope I hit the right button. And it's 14-1, and Cheyenne Imlay will lead things off for the Bulldogs. Trailing by 13, coming in. And Lights wants a new ball. And here we go. Bottom of the 6. 14-1. Port Angeles with the lead. North Mason at bat. First pitch to Inlay is the ball. So here's a 1-0 from Lights. That's strike one called, so 1-1 to Cheyenne Inlay, who is 0 for 1. Did walk once. Pitch on the way. Strike two called, so 1-2. Leadoff batter for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Inlay goes down swinging. That's out number 1. And that brings up Stephanie Arbogast. First time today. She was 0 for 2, a walk, a run scored against Edenville on the 14th. Takes strike one. 1 out for the Bulldogs. Looks like some more rain is headed our way as it got a little darker. Here's the 0-1 to Arbogast. Got a slight piece of that one, but goes down to strike two. I believe Arbogast is over in right field. It was in right field. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Bulldogs here in the 6th. And that brings up number 6. Michaela Menace, catcher. And she fouls first one off. For strike one. And Menace is 0 for 2 at the plate today. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Lights. Just missed that outside corner for ball 1, 1-1. I always tell when we get into the late innings because there's little kids running around here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Strike 2 called. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out for North Mason here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Menace from Lights. That's ball 2, but a bit high. So 2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2. Just a bit low for ball 3, so the count goes full to Menace. 2 out, nobody on. 14-1. Port Angeles on top. Bottom of the 6th. Menace digs in, waits for the full count from Lights. Here it comes. And that will be a 2-out walk as Menace heads to first base. And that'll bring up Spencer Kenyon. Spencer's 0 for 1. She did walk. First pitch is low and in the dirt. Throw to first. Menace is back safely. One on, 2 out. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be a foul off the first base line, so 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, so it's 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Minutes over at first base. Bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs looking to extend here. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that will do it for the Bulldogs here in the inning and the game, as that will be the final. So 14-1 the final score. Port Angeles comes into Belfair and takes care of business. We will take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll wrap this up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Well, it's a final here in Belfair. The Port Angeles Roughriders take care of business, knock off the North Mason Bulldogs 14-1. Just running through here, the Roughriders had 14 runs on 14 hits, only 1 error. The Bulldogs managed 4 hits and 1 run, 3 errors. I'm just going to run down some of the highlights here. Reed, 4 RBIs, 2 for 2 at the plate. Smith, 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs as well. Reed had 2 home runs. Smith had 1 home run. Doubles were Rudd, Rodline, Smith, and Robinson. Quite an outing for PA. For the Bulldogs, let's see here. Carson was 1 for 3. Madison was 2 for 2. Young was 1 for 2. Markinson scored the only run. And that is pretty much the highlights for the Bulldogs. Pitching-wise, Lights went 6 innings, 1 run, 4 on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Let's see here. How did Walker do? Started the game. She went 5 2/3 innings. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks. 14 earned runs on 14 hits. And that is how we sit right there. Next up for the Bulldogs, they travel to Bremerton next Tuesday. The Roughriders play Ellensburg Saturday. They also play, I believe it's West Valley of Yakima, or was it East Valley of Spokane? I can't remember. 2 games they play at Bellevue College on Saturday. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton baseball team hosts Aberdeen. First pitch is 4:30. Our next North Mason broadcast is next Thursday when the Bulldog baseball team hosts Olympic. And that will do it for us here in Belfair. Final score, Port Angeles 14, North Mason 1. We'll talk to you next week.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.